lips on that butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
That doesn't even sound right. Smack your lips on some butterscotch.
Does everybody just suck on butterscotch once you get to a certain age? I like
yeah.
butterscotch.
That or lemon drops. When you get my age, when you get older, you start sucking on lemon drops. And then they try to take it away from you because you're too old. Your sugar count will go high. It's like you're 78 years old. What the heck?
Yeah.
No,
might as well.
Butterscotch and peppermint. As you get older.
Incense, peppermint.
I've always
Wait a
liked
minute, we're
butterscotch.
recorded.
Welcome to episode 39 of the Tay and Tristan Hour. Here we are. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Mom. You know how bad I want to cuss right now.
But you won't.
No, I won't.
And I
don't
think
do that no more.
So as we're talking about as you get older,
Jesus.
the things you do, weird things. Well, I'm saying they're
It's
weird.
not weird.
Listen how she says it, though. Weird.
Weird things.
Weird things.
But just like I'm sitting here like an old lady with this plaid cover over my legs because I'm cold.
But
I have
heater, too.
It's a heated blanket.
Yeah.
It's a heated blanket. I don't have the heat part on though.
I wanted to wear my robe.
I'm getting. I don't know. Drika's over here, and if it's warm, Drika will be all up on it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you lick my hand. Oh, yes.
I have to wear. I wear it during work too.
Do you?
Because I'm just sitting. This is the coldest room in the house in the winter. Even though we're in Florida, it's still like the chilliest room. And in the summertime, it's the hottest room. It seems to never cool down. And then it's the hardest like room to heat in the winter.
Tristan's room's cold. He keeps that window up 24.
Oh my, it was so funny. Mom went in your room today and she was like, it is cold in Tristan's
She always
room.
says that she's cold anywhere she goes.
I'm
But
the
your
same
window's
way.
open, though, right?
I opened it last night.
I told
Yeah,
It
and you
was
didn't
hot.
close it, right?
I didn't. I have not.
You know what the
Or did I
electric
close
bill's
it?
going to be?
Or did I close it?
I told Mom, I said, Tristan probably has his
There was frost on the ground.
window open.
It is, but it actually was not that cold in my room. But my room is always hot. It gets always hot
But you
for some
forget
reason.
to shut the window, though, during the day.
Well, I was in the room all
What
day.
if somebody
Oh,
called?
yeah,
What
today
if?
you were. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? You didn't go to work?
No,
No,
didn't go
you
to
know
work.
that.
No, I didn't.
I tried to get her to go get you. I go, hey, go pick him up. It's 5:30.
No wonder I didn't get any text from you saying, "Hey, is somebody gonna pick me up?" What? You mean we could have did the podcast earlier, like after church?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's going to get out of bed at noon, Mom.
What? You did not go to work?
No.
No.
Why?
And it's being videotaped, and somebody in Walmart is going to see that because
They're gonna know you
Because he was sick. He was sick. All right.
was sick today. Because I was wondering why did Mom go in his room?
She went in there and hassled him.
She's
Hey,
snitching.
your mom ain't waking me up. Ain't waking up. You got to take me to the.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You're taking me to the store.
Wow. That is that's bad parenting on my part.
Why?
Do you
Why?
know where your children
Yeah,
are today?
10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Obviously, I do not.
Oh, you know. Bad.
Wow, I don't know nothing. Okay.
Child services.
And then the whole thing is today I was like, we're arguing over who's gonna pick him up from work today.
Oh,
My stomach was hurt. My stomach was hurt.
I was like, you pick him up. No, you pick him up. Listen, if I go do it today, you got to go do it tomorrow. Yeah, you have to do it today because I made you a good dinner last night. Okay. I'll go.
Yeah, you did.
We're negotiating
oh my goodness.
who's going to go pick you up. We do that every
It's going to
week.
cost her a meal if I pick you up, Tristan. Or make
That's
me a
ridiculous.
hamburger before I go, or he ain't getting right.
We do that every week, just so you know. We negotiate who's going to pick you up.
I like picking up Tristan. I don't like driving in the dark.
No,
Yeah,
I think that's the thing. It's like, man,
Tristan don't like me driving in the dark either.
Well, none of us can really drive in the dark. I mean, I can. It's just, it's more difficult.
I think out of all three of us, I can see better than you two.
You think so?
Oh, I know so.
And how come I'm hanging onto that thing when you're driving? Going,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I heard from you for 20 years. For 20 years, every time I drove, every time she's in the car,
Yeah,
because
every time.
you didn't know how to
brake.
You didn't know how. Because you didn't know how to use the brake, first of all.
I ease on it.
And then second of all, he's driving and he's like, oh my gosh, what are they building over there? Holy crap. I was like, what in the, are you watching the road?
Oh, yeah, with this eye.
Yeah. So,
Watching that.
come on. No, but I did do something Friday night after I got off work and we were
do?
going to get something to eat. And I was
Oh, my God.
I was trying to turn around and do a U-turn. And I was like, wait a minute. Can I turn around in that? Because we have these lanes where you can kind of turn around. And I was like, wait a minute. I was trying to see the little white arrow. And I was like, oh, I can't go there. And I was like, I can't.
I'm like,
I was like, that's for oncoming traffic.
Oh, my God.
that sounds like something I would do.
U-turn, yeah. And I had to go down to the light and do a U-turn.
Yeah. Sometimes
it's hard.
Your driving skills are questionable. Sometimes.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Questionable.
Especially when she breaks.
Oh, do you hear how sophisticated Tristan sounds? Your driving skills are questionable.
Yeah,
sometimes.
No way of saying that. We got problems.
Okay, so how are my driving skills questionable? What makes them questionable?
I've been riding, yes. There's a few things you need to.
Like what? What do I need?
The way you brake. You brake like Tristan, except Tristan's more intense with braking. Look.
That's not true. That's not true.
So you drive just like I do then.
And so after I ride with Twistin, puff, puff, pass.
Oh my gosh, we have not been doing that today. Wow.
Tristan, after riding with him, I start riding with you and you're braking just a little bit. And it's like, oh gosh, dang it. I go when you take off.
No. I have ridden with Tristan, and Tristan drives just like I do, but Tristan...
But better.
No, you don't. Oh my gosh, no, you don't. You don't. You drive too fast.
I don't drive too fast.
Yes, you do.
He don't gripe at the other people driving like you do. Look, get out of the way. Are you going to stay here all day? Oh, you got too close. Get over there. Get over there.
I don't have road rage either.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't.
Oh, that's something I will admit to.
Yeah.
You guys, when I drive with you guys, I just keep my composure more.
I could see.
Like when I'm out with like my girlfriend or if I'm driving at work, like I'm not like yelling at people or anything, but like.
But you're doing what?
No, I could. Tristan drop some F-bombs. I heard you say the F word in the
did
car
one
the other
time,
day.
but there was a reason. It called for, but I don't remember what happened.
I don't say F-bombs anymore.
I heard him say it the other day in the car with me and his grandmother.
I didn't mean
Grandma in there? Yeah, Grandma was probably saying it too. Talking about me. Get my eggs. Every time Grandma's mean, an angel steals an egg.
Oh my god,
it's so funny. I love it. Behave yourself. Behave yourself.
I said I was going to shut up in this one.
You are sweating.
Well, yeah, it's kind of hot. It's kind of warm in here.
It's warm in here.
It feels good to me. I'm cold. Y'all have sweatshirts. Well, you don't have a sweatshirt, but
Here, boy, look at this. Look at this.
oh, your belly.
Oh my! That's the last thing I'm gonna pull.
Oh my gosh.
That's it.
He's like my belly. Oh
man.
Wow. Okay.
I might have to leave.
However, no, you won't. Oh my gosh.
I might have to.
Why?
From eating that
okay. Well,
month-old French dip.
Have you ever eaten anything that was like super expired?
Yeah.
Like, are you okay?
No.
Let me give you mouth to mouth.
No, there's something like in my throat. And I don't know what it is.
A bug flew in your mouth when you was talking.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We'll edit this out.
Is that catching?
No, like something.
Like you caught something hit the back of your throat?
No, like you ever have something where it's like super dry in your throat, but I don't know what it is.
Dry in your throat, but you just drank something wet.
Yeah.
That's why I had to.
Well, you are ate up
today. I don't know. You don't have to cut it out, but
no, I will.
They're like, "Oh my gosh, she's choking," and they're just like,
and we're laughing at her.
Yeah, she's funny.
We got insurance on her.
Wonderful. Yeah, I have had food poisoning before. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
But from eating something expired?
Well, obviously it was something bad. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if we ate out somewhere. Oh, I remember having it. I think I've had it a couple times, but I had it really bad years and years ago, like years ago before you were born. But yeah, it was pretty bad. Your whole body hurts, and it's coming out of both ends when you have food poisoning. It's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had it before. I don't know what it was from, but yeah, you like start getting like cold sweat, or like you start like shaking.
Yeah,
and you're hot and sweaty, and
in the morning that one day.
No, that's
from Taco Bell.
That wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't food poisoning. That was just
bad. That was bad Taco Bell or bad burrito or whatever you had.
I can't believe we're talking about this.
Because they talk about anything on a podcast. We talk about anything on this podcast, and people like to hear about your own personal experiences. Sometimes that's what ours is. So, so what happened was today for Johnny. Do you want to tell it or do
you tell it?
No, you want to tell it? It's your story.
I want to tell it.
Okay. So as his wife, I have the right to do this. So so we went to the store and
dollar store.
And we went to
right down the street.
And he wanted to get some chips and some French onion dip. Well, he got the Lay's French onion dip.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I ain't never had that before. I said, I don't buy that French onion dip. So I only like one specific brand. Yeah. And so
it tasted a little bland.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it didn't taste like the real French dip that your mom gets.
Yeah.
The good kind.
But I was hungry and I ate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I come out and Johnny's like,
my stomach started hurting.
He's like, I don't feel good. I said, so what's wrong? And he was like, man, he's sitting on the couch. He's like, man, he's like, my stomach. He's actually leaned over like this. he's leaned
like
over like
twale,
he's leaned over now kind of. He's like, oh my gosh, my stomach. Oh my Lord. He's like, oh. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, man, my stomach. He's like, I don't know if it's that dip I ate or what. And I was like, what is it? Like old? Did it taste bad or what? And I said, did you check the date on that? And he was like, no, I don't ever check the date. He's like, if it's on the shelf, it's good. I was like, not necessarily.
No. I usually check the date because I always buy the freshest one in the back.
But he didn't.
This time I did.
He didn't check it.
I was in a good mood.
And you only check dates when you're in a bad mood? Okay, so
I'm in a serious mood. When I'm in a serious mood, yeah. When does this? Oh yeah, here it is, the 20th. But here's some 27th way back here. Yeah, at Walmart, tearing it all up, getting the one way in the back says 27th.
I love Tristan. Yeah. When does this expire?
Remember when I compared prices? Nobody wanted to shop with Miss Wanda because she took too long. Mm-hmm. She was with me one time. She goes, "I'll never go shopping with Johnny again. I always never get out of there. I'll compare prices."
Mom was like, oh my gosh, he's still shopping? She was like, I can't shop. And Mom takes a long time to shop.
Yeah.
And he took longer than Mom.
And sometimes, I remember after a while, I knew I was getting to her sometimes. I got on her nerves, so when we went shopping, I just look at stuff.
He would read this and read that. I was like, oh my gosh, come on. That's not even necessary. Yeah. You already know. You already eat that. You know what's in it. and he would just do it on purpose. So this time we get back. I look at the jar, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "Babe," I was like, "The date on that is December 10th of 2024."
Oh my! It didn't even look right in the jar. I thought, it don't look like it's not smooth. It was lumpy.
Yeah.
And, I'm getting globs of it. I'm making sure because I grab chips like try to get 15 at a time, but I don't. It's like 3
glob of it, and he's eating it.
I ate a third of the jar.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm still feel full.
Yeah,
that's not because that's from the dip.
I'm surprised my teeth ain't falling out by now. That's like it was serious.
I'm surprised you haven't taken a couple trips to the bathroom by now.
Well, I'm old. It takes days now.
Oh gosh, I was just like, that is terrible. But it's not food poisoning. But Mike, I was like, no, and Mom was like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah. It's over a month old.
Yeah.
She smiled big, though. She goes, Johnny ain't dead.
She was like, fool.
Yeah, fool.
Yeah, a store like that, you want to check the dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Especially that store.
Yeah, that.
Because it's a store that doesn't have carts. It only got like 2.
Yeah, they got rid of all the carts.
Well, they're all around the neighborhood. That's why.
Yeah, because I took Grandma there last week. She was like, "Where's all the damn carts?" Ain't no carts.
You see, one day I tried to get them. I said, "Hey, for $20, I'll bring all your carts back." Because there was like 4 or 5 of them out here. These people, when they're walking, say, well, I'm just going to take it home.
Yes, they
do. Down the sidewalk with them.
They do.
God. I thought that was so ghetto and cool. I mean, it's like, that's my neighborhood. Yeah.
They need to do what
GPS.
No, they need to do what Ross does. Is they have the long poles on their carts. And you can't take them out of the store.
Oh yeah, it's too tall. Won't fit.
It won't fit through the door.
I know.
That's what you need. Look, that's what they need to do.
That reminds me of being in that go-karts, that's in the things and.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stick in the front.
Yes.
And boom.
Yes.
Bumper cars.
Bumper cars. Yeah. So it was like, oh my gosh. So I've had to watch everything, like anything you buy food. I bought Rice Krispies out of this store that were old. Because I was like, why are these? And I did the same thing he did. I was like, they cannot, why would you put outdated Rice Krispies on the shelf?
Expired Vienna sausages. I didn't know them things could expire.
I didn't either. I thought they lasted forever.
I did too.
Yeah, like ready to eat meals.
Yeah.
I wonder how old that was that I ate. I bought 2 cans of that smoked. It's like, ooh, yeah, smoked Vienna sausages. I'll eat that. I'm a Hoosier.
No, it just kind of, and then after he ate that, and I ate my French onion dip. I was tearing that up. It was good. He's thinking it's like the French onion dip that I buy at Walmart, and I'm like, no, it's not the same.
No, this one it was.
Yeah. I actually tried like the French onion dip, like in the jars and stuff. It's just it's not very good. Not for me. I
didn't get the cheap kind either. Usually
no, he didn't.
That's the name brand.
Yeah.
Name brand Lay's.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
We're eating Lay's again.
Well, it's probably not that it was late. It's just that they had
back to the dollar store brand for $1.50.
But it's not even that. It's the fact that it was out of date.
Yeah,
it's not. It's not that the brand isn't good. It's just that it's just that they had an old jar out there on the shelf.
Yeah, it doesn't seem.
Them 2 jars that was left, both of them were bad.
Oh, I bet they were.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're too concerned about going through the inventory.
I wanted to go back. I wanted to return
I know.
I had the receipt. I felt like returning it, and I thought, oh, no, I might not make it.
Yeah.
I have the jar. I didn't throw the jar away. I left it up there. It's on the counter.
Yeah.
You better watch how much. I mean, candy can go old too. You better watch how much what the date on your candy too.
Yeah.
My gosh, I know.
We're just talking about food. We're all over the place today, but that's kind of our opener. That segment of our podcast is always our check-in. So see how the adventures. We always have something that happens during the day.
You ever had calamari?
I think so. A long time ago.
I wouldn't.
You had squid?
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, at some restaurant a long time ago that we went to.
It kind of moves around in your mouth when you're chewing on it. We had fried kind.
Yeah, that's the kind I had.
Fried calamari.
It kept moving around in my mouth. I couldn't bite into it. And then it started getting bigger in my mouth.
Yeah.
I just swallowed it. It grows in your mouth, just like cauliflower.
Yeah.
Cauliflower is good. What are you talking
It'll
about?
grow in your mouth.
No, it doesn't.
And bigger and bigger. It feels like it.
You have a texture problem. There's something wrong with you. What is wrong with you?
I find I have things hard to swallow.
Oh my God.
Wait, is calamari? That's
That candy.
is that squid or octopus?
It's not a squid.
Squid. Oh,
Calamari? That's octopus, ain't it?
is it octopus? I don't know. I have to look it up.
Calamari.
It's squid. It's
Calamari.
squid.
Is it?
I don't think it's octopus.
It looked like one of them little tentacles things, like slick.
Is it
Like it'd
octopus?
stick, like you see on the back of things you stick on a window.
I thought it was squid.
Calamari is the Italian term for squid.
Ta-da!
It's hard to. I mean, you got to chase it in your mouth. It's just
No, it's yeah.
It
We
runs
had
all around in your mouth when you're trying.
so
to
we
chew
went to Maggiano's Little Italy restaurant for Christmas with our Bible study group.
Mm-hmm.
And that restaurant is amazing. We have got to go back there and eat there. If you haven't been to Maggiano's, it is so good.
I've had Maggiano's. The chef prepared me a meal himself and brought it to me.
Yeah, the guy that liked you.
How
Yes,
much
I know.
that- How much did that cost?
That was trying to date.
He liked you. He liked you.
He was trying to date my son.
Well, I don't know.
I had problems like that at Waffle House.
He might have just, I don't know. He might have just been a nice guy, but he was a delivery driver at Walmart, like picking up groceries or whatever. And he told me he was the chef at Maggiano's. He said he would bring me like
And he
a
brought you
meal.
some. Yeah.
And he brought me a meal.
Well, he's probably a nice guy.
And he gave me his phone number.
Okay, well
okay,
then,
okay. Yeah, I think a little more.
Yeah, he's trying to date you.
I
Yes.
was at Waffle House one time. I was
He's
going,
trying
you
to-
know that
you know
Waffle
he
House
said-
I go to
Yeah.
in Springfield? I was going there, and this guy that did the cooking, he's a little frail-looking guy all the time, you know. All the regulars are in there. And I'd always get eggs and bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I'd get 3 pieces of bacon, not just 2. He always gave me 3. And I thought it was, you know, I wasn't thinking nothing. I'm just eating it, and he comes up, hey, how you like that bacon? Like that. And I'm going, man, it's good, man. You cook good. Okay, I just want to know I was making it just for you. Thank you. Wasn't thinking nothing of it. And after a few months, he got fired. And the other guy is making me back. Oh, hey, how come there's only 2? I used to get 3. He goes, oh, you don't know, do you? He goes, he wanted you, man. He looked at you like you had no clothes on the whole time. He wanted you bad. I go, well, it's going to cost him more than a piece of bacon, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's not going to do it.
I ain't going to do it. I felt cheap.
I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Y'all are terrible.
Have you
I
ever
like that bacon.
Have you ever been hit on by a girl or like a girl flirting with you, or maybe when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was younger.
I know you. I mean,
I don't remember. No.
You kissed a girl and you liked it, I bet.
No.
Kissed a girl and
I don't think so.
no, not one.
No.
No, you don't. You don't.
Okay,
No.
I believe you. I was just trying to put you on the spot.
I know. Nope. No, not that I can recall.
Liked it.
Well, that's all right.
I had a girl made me blush at one out here when my hair was long. She wanted to braid it.
And if she did, I probably was oblivious to it. I was like, wow, she wants to be my friend.
Yeah, she was-
I
yeah.
mean, that's how I am.
That's just like the bacon situation, you know. I thought he was just being friendly.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was.
I mean, I don't, that's probably how I looked at it.
Yeah.
I didn't probably think somebody wanted to date me.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
You're cute.
So I don't know.
You're fun to be with.
It goes over my head. I have blonde moments. I do a lot.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, don't you?
I do.
Where you'll pause like,
"Oh."
oh, she's gone for a second, and she's back.
Yes, I want to remind, I told Johnny, since we're talking about like food, we were talking about that. So I want to remind you and that we're going to post that we are going to, I got to buy the caviar this weekend.
Mm-hmm. For what?
Because we're going to be tasting caviar for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
What, on this podcast or next podcast?
Yes. Well, we're gonna do a separate video. It's not gonna be actually on the podcast. Yeah. And then we're gonna do a review of it on the podcast. But yes.
Yeah. I was thinking we would name it Poor Palates Taste Caviar for the first time.
Yes, because we are poor.
Poor palates.
Poor palates.
I'll probably joke on one.
Yes. So it was So I'm excited. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it next this upcoming Saturday. But I gotta go to Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm excited. I'm excited to try everything with it, and yes. So
Yeah,
I really hope I enjoy it because I want to.
I do too.
No, it's
yeah,
expensive.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why. No, I don't want you to enjoy it. I hope you hate it
Why?
because it's expensive.
But it's not something you would eat every week.
Yeah, what, Sean?
It's not something I
If
would
you
eat every week.
Okay.
Are you
No,
kidding
but
me?
it is something that people that can afford it, people eat it like with a lot of different
Like it's
foods.
peanut butter on a cracker.
Yeah, but it's not something I would be like, ooh, I'm gonna go get caviar every week.
You'd be just like on the. Forget it. It's out of my head. Frasier.
Roz on
Frasier.
Frasier.
We're trying to get that through the Russians.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know, because you ever had to it's just like blue cheese. I want to like blue cheese, but I don't like it.
I love blue cheese.
See, like he likes blue cheese.
I love blue
It's
cheese.
not blue though.
It's just rotted
Why did they-
cheese.
Yeah, okay.
Some of
just
it-
like that stuff I just ate.
Some of it is blue, but it tastes good. It tastes good to me.
Yeah.
I love it. Just some like melted blue cheese, like on a chip.
And the chip.
Like they have at the
On a chip.
like they have at one of the restaurants
The
here.
Loop, yeah.
At the Loop, they have blue cheese chips,
What's that floating around in here?
and I wanted to really like those blue cheese chips because it looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, it's melted and then it's got the crumbles on it. I was like, that looks really good. And I tried it and I cannot like blue cheese, and I'm very disappointed.
What's crumbles?
Blue
Like
cheese
blue
crumbles.
cheese crumbles. Yeah.
Blue cheese crumbles.
Yeah. I love it. Or even like in a salad or.
Yeah, like I really want to like it. It's just like I really wanted to like goat cheese, and because it looked good on a salad too, and I can't get with that either. So I'm really hoping I like caviar.
I'll feed her some goat milk sometime.
They used to. Okay, we'll get to this, and then we'll get to our topic.
I'm sorry.
They used to drink this nasty whole milk that had the
yeah.
fat
I never drank that.
I did.
on top.
Oh, it was good.
It had the cream on top.
I'd mix that. I'd shake it
He
up.
used to get
Is
it
that-
from Price Cutter in
Is that
Springfield.
the unpasteurized?
Yes, he used to get the unpacked. You can buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, out here.
But
Yeah,
that's butter on top of
yeah.
it.
You can get it. I think you can get it. You used to be able to get it. I think you can get it at like the Fresh Market out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell it out here too.
There's actually been some
Yeah.
controversy around that I've seen online.
Yeah,
Like people like getting sick. I don't know if it's
yeah.
because it's unpasteurized. I guess
Yes.
some people can get sick from it. I don't know. I'm not sure, but
He would drink that. I'll be like, why is it glopping whenever you?
Yeah, he's like. Blah, blah, blah.
Now that's
I mean,
a texture
you're not
thing for
cutting it
me.
with the scissors like on the side.
no, yeah.
No, but it's pretty bad. I was like,
Oh, it's cream, man.
because it reminds me of old
Bad
milk.
Yeah, bad milk.
It reminds me of old milk.
Yeah.
But it takes me back to childhood whenever I would.
It tastes like there's sugar in it, the way. I mean, it just tastes good.
Yeah, in reality it's the purest of
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
pure.
yeah.
It's goat's.
It's probably better for you than pasteurized milk, actually.
But that's what a lot of people argue
You know,
about that and say that it's actually like that they pasteurize it for a reason.
yeah.
You know, but I mean, I don't know who's right and who's wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but he used to buy that. I think they do sell it out here. But we probably have to go to Whole
It's
Foods
expensive.
or Fresh Market probably to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. But anyway, we love food, as you can tell. Talking about food, but Johnny had a misfortune. Your stomach is still kind of swollen.
That's my liver.
No. Put my
Finger out of there.
his belly button.
Get your finger out. Put your tongue in there.
No, that is. I just woke up right before we
I
did
said
this
I was gonna
podcast, so Tristan comes in. He's like, "Are you ready?" I was like, "Whoa, where'd you come from?" It's like I still had another hour to sleep. What's going on?
Well, that's all right.
Yes. So
you're awake now.
I know. Drinking my Sprite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk about the recent natural disaster that's happening. Some are calling it the worst natural disaster in U.S. history.
Yeah.
The wildfires.
Mm-hmm. In California.
Maybe wildfires in Los Angeles. So I don't know. Some people say that it could be arson, or at least some of it.
Doing that. They caught one guy out there doing it.
Yeah, I read that somewhere that they caught somebody
with a butane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
the cops didn't arrest him.
They didn't?
Nope.
Did they not have proof?
Yeah, he had the butane in his hand.
Why did they not arrest him then?
I don't know.
That does happen kind of often, though, like in a lot of different places where people are just playing with fire outside and they set a whole forest on fire.
Yeah.
You know?
Flick a cigarette.
Yeah. Yeah, just small stuff like that.
I know out there's a lot of flint, and I knew a guy that got on a ranch down there.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to watch because, you know, when the horse got them shoes on them, it sparks. That spark, they said, you know, you got 50 feet of fire after that. You look behind, you keep looking behind you.
Yeah.
You're just scared to death to ride a horse out there because you get a fire. It's easy out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's so dry and, you know.
And they're saying that that why they didn't have water and everything, and they cut all the, you know, is that part out there, they wanted it for high rises.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, apparently there's like this billionaire that owns the rights to all the water, like in that area of California.
Oh, where like in the Pacific Palisades and all that?
Around that area, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
the rich area.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's the reason why they can't put the fires out, but, you know, that might add to it. But a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people blaming the fact that the people that are like, I don't know what it's called, like run the fire department or like on the council are DEI hires, you know.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm not sure. That's just what people have been saying. I don't know if there's, you know, any credence to that, but that maybe they're not qualified
to run the fire department.
Yeah.
Or make decisions that are best for the communities.
Yeah.
To make to kind of form basically saying because they're DI, they're not qualified to make informed decisions that are going to be best for the people in the community or to provide aid.
Yeah.
And all of that. But I mean...
But I did see the fire chief say, it was kind of a weird thing to say. She said that when, like, your house is on fire or something, she said you want the people that are coming to fight the fire to look like you. Which I thought that was, like, kind of a stupid thing to say. Because if you're in the middle of a house fire, what do you care what the person who's coming to save you looks like? You know, what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, it doesn't have to do with anything.
But is that not a weird thing to say? Like,
yeah, if he wanted to look like me when I had a fire, I'd be in my PJs and a robe, house shoes. Like, what are you coming over here for?
Well, because people would be.
Sounds racist.
Well, it is.
It's a weird thing, but that's why people think that maybe they're what am I
but the firefighters aren't racist.
Their priorities
like it ain't based on color.
Priorities are different.
Yeah, their priorities aren't focused on the right things.
Right.
It looks like a lot of white people's got their houses burned down out there. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see a bunch of black people out there putting.
But there is. Okay.
What I mean is though, I wouldn't care what color you are. You're gonna save my life.
Yeah. What does that matter?
What does that matter?
I
think God put his finger down on that place and started burning stuff.
That's what I think too. I don't think. But that is true. But that is true. That is very true. This is my perspective on the whole thing, or part of it. So there is a black community that is called Altadena, and so whenever they mention the Eaton fires, that's around the Altadena area of California. That's what I saw on the news. And so that's the area that is a black neighborhood or area of California. They're not really putting that a lot in the news. They're kind of mentioning it, but it's not something that's getting a lot of press because they're all talking about these rich celebrities whose homes have been burned down.
They're getting money. So Georgia, look at Georgia. All that hurricane and everything. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I mean, that just makes me mad. Nobody's helped them.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And Biden's giving them $17 million over there to rich people that's got, we lost our home. Oh, boo-hoo, man.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have built there in the first place.
Right.
And you've probably moved across town to your second home or wherever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Or your condo somewhere.
Down to my $20 mansion.
I know that you've lost pictures, photos. It's not saying that they haven't lost things that were important to them. However, you're not shedding light on people who are not celebrities. Okay. Yeah. They chose to, I'm sorry. I don't feel a whole lot of sympathy that they lost their multi-million-dollar mansions.
Yeah,
I'm glad
it's a horrible thing, but it's a lot easier for them. It's going to be a lot easier for them to start over.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yes. Really? I mean, what about the people who are homeless that don't have the money to go and stay at any hotel and spend
like in Georgia,
a whole lot of money per night for hotel stays? Like you guys have money to stay at a hotel for however long.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people who don't. Nice hotels, yes, exactly. Like there's people who don't. You have a second home to go to. There are people who do not. And so these are people who are really starting from the bottom. But that's all that the news is covering is, oh my gosh, this is how many celebrities have lost their home. Okay. That's a big one. I'm sorry that they've lost their home, but they're fine. And the whole thing is, I haven't heard, they've talked about how it's apocalyptic and just catastrophic, these fires. And there's one photograph of a fire tornado, and me and Johnny were watching it, and I was like, that is the finger of God. It is. He is burning it up. There's so much, man. I don't know. It's just, I haven't seen anything like that in California. There's been fires, but
it'll really be something if Paramount University.
Oh, it's very close to. It was very close to Hollywood, and very close to Hollywood and like the Warner Brothers lot and studios. Yeah, it's very close to that.
I'm glad my son was home.
Yeah, I asked Johnny. I was like, "Have you texted Justin?" I was like, "Is he still out there?" Nice. Yeah, because didn't want them out there when that's going on.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's, and then there was also a a story that there were migrants from Mexico coming over here to fight the fires in LA.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Do you mean they were like?
I don't know if they were illegal.
They were telling immigrants.
Anything to get them over here.
No, they were just. I don't know if they were telling them, but there was like something that was on social media where it was showing that they were coming over to help with the fire, to fight the fires in LA. So we're not talking. I don't know if that was, if they have like some sort of work visa or whatever, but it's yeah, of course. Anybody that can help, you know. But yeah, I mean,
I mean, they're having. I mean, this has been going on since like 1913 or something. I read, but they have the prisoners fighting the fires, and I did a little more research about this yesterday. Yeah, like most of the prisoners, or at least it says all of the prisoners they're voluntarily there. It's like a work program,
right?
Yes,
where they can they get trained like as firefighters, and then when something like this happens, they go and fight the fires for like $5 or $10 a day or whatever.
Yeah.
But they don't get hired when they get out.
Yeah, that's
because they have felony records.
One thing that people have a problem with.
President.
Yeah. And when I like in the past when I've thought about this, I was like, that's so messed up. Like they're paying them like slave wages to go fight these fires, but at the same time, if they're volunteering for it, and I mean they are getting paid something, even if it's $10 a day, but if it's voluntary, I don't see like such a big problem with that.
Yeah, it'd be a good way to escape out in the smoke.
Yeah, into the fog.
Yeah.
Right.
I got 25 years. I'm killing this.
Yeah.
Rika, come here.
But a lot of people are against it. They say that they don't have like proper equipment, or their equipment isn't up to the standard of, the actual firefighters, and that they're more likely to get injured and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, they don't have that extensive training.
Yeah.
Like regular firefighters do for months, So, yeah, I mean, they are more likely to get hurt, just like just like a regular firefighter. So, yeah, if it's voluntary, because they want to do it, then that's up to them,
Or do you think they should get paid more?
Oh,
What I read,
yes, it said
they would get between $5.80 and like $10.80 a day.
But they're owned by the state.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
The state's paying. The state's paying to have them there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Taxpayers
are housing them. Their foods, everything.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why they feel like they don't deserve to have any more pay.
It's cheap. Yeah, I mean, you're making
it's cheap
license
labor.
plates for 75 cents a day. Or
Yeah.
25 cents now. I don't know.
Yeah. So I guess that's why they feel like you don't, since the people are paying with their taxes to house you here.
Mm-hmm.
We own you, so we can pay you to do this. Even if you're volunteering, that you're signing up to get this amount of money.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I read something yesterday that they're things that are like produced in prisons, like license plates or whatever else, they're generating billions of dollars worth of stuff a year.
Yeah.
And they're getting paid basically slave wages.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, that is a part of the 13th Amendment in the Constitution, where they abolished slavery except for if you're imprisoned. So if you are imprisoned, you're basically a slave.
Yeah.
That's in the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 9 times out of 10, you're usually just sitting in your cell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You want to get out.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get out and do something. You don't care if it's washing a cop cars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because sitting in that cell with your thoughts cannot be healthy either.
No.
Oh, it makes you not want to do it anymore.
Well, it's true, but if somebody's locked up for 23 hours a day and you get an opportunity to get out and do something, you probably want to get out and do something.
Yeah.
So that's why
if
it's
you're locked
voluntary.
up for 23 hours a day, they ain't gonna let you go out there and fight.
Yeah, if you're at that point, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, because you're high risk.
I
You're maximum security at that point.
Yeah, I read that pretty much.
You know what I mean.
I read that all the people that, like the prisoners that are fighting these fires, are from low security.
Yeah, they're not.
They're basically like work camps.
Detention centers. And
yes,
stuff like that. That's when you're being punished.
Yeah,
it's not prison.
It's not a maximum security.
No
thing.
Yeah.
You got.
They're not like violent offenders,
right?
Yeah. Like blue collar. What is it? White collar crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm assuming that's the kind of people that go to those places.
Yeah.
No, you got minimum security and stuff like that. Where you're.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying most of these people they're at like work camps or like places like that.
Yeah.
Now there's some prisons out here. There's one big one where it used to be a plantation. They grow their own crops. They cows, everything. They do all that.
Is that in Florida? Or is that the Louisiana?
Self-sufficient.
Or is that the Louisiana State Penitentiary? I think that's the Louisiana State Penitentiary, because they're huge, and they got them out there farming and all kinds of stuff.
They don't do the chain gangs anymore.
No. Mm-mm. That might be the Louisiana State Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's huge. Yeah. But I mean, if they volunteer to do it, I don't know if they,
Hey, it's mostly black people in there.
In Louisiana, yeah. Yeah.
In these prisons.
Well, yeah, it is. Of course it is.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. More black than white.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately. Well, that's systemic racism, but that's a whole nother topic.
Well, yeah. Well, some of it is.
Yeah. Some of it is, and then some of it is they just are criminals. Mm-hmm. That's,
well, yeah.
90% of it, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably still a lot of people, especially black people, locked up for like a weed charge.
Stealing a pack of cigarettes.
Oh yeah. And I mean, look at it. Our judicial system is corrupt as well.
Yeah, we got a president.
They can have trumped up charges. Did you see what I did there?
Yeah. No pun intended.
No
right?
pun intended. No, that's just the term.
That gets me, man. Out here, you got to tell them if you're a convicted felon or not. But you can run for president.
Well, he's officially a convicted felon.
Yeah,
we'll be sworn in.
But there was something.
Get a job as a president, but I can't get a job.
Yeah.
I want to read the verdict because
he got an unconditional discharge.
That's right. Yeah.
It's an unconditional. It's an unconditional discharge, meaning like no jail time, no probation, nothing. Nothing. He's not going to have to pay any penalties, but he is officially entered into the record as a convicted felon on record.
Still.
So it's still on his record as a convicted felon formally. Mm-hmm. So he's still going to be inaugurated as a convicted felon. It's on his record.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Walk in with stripes on him. Just
that's what it is.
That'd be crazy if he did that.
Hey, I could do anything.
Yeah, and he basically, yeah.
But can't you get that like expunged or whatever?
Yeah, nonviolent, you bet.
Yeah, so yeah, he could easily do that.
Well, maybe, but he has to. It's a state charge. It's not federal.
He can't have a gun.
It's a state charge. So it's the same. It's the same reason why he couldn't. It's the same reason why he couldn't. Just make this one go away because it's up to the states. So he tried to. He went through the Supreme Court. He went through the New York Court of Appeals. They all denied him. He tried not to be sentenced. So if you're like, oh, I can just easily get that expunged. Why would you go through all of that?
Look how quick he went through all that. It would have took us 20 years.
Well, of course. Look who he is. He's the president-elect of the United States. Of course they're going to push it through. Mm-hmm. That is privilege, honey.
I'm surprised. I mean, if you got the money, you didn't do the crime. You're not a criminal if you got the money to pay for it.
Of course. Well, he's a convicted.
You pay for the crime.
They convicted him. It is what it is. It is what it is. But of course he wasn't. Everybody knew he wasn't going to get jail time. It's fine. But yeah, he does. It's a psychological thing. He even said it. It's just a mind thing with him. That's all it is. He does not want. He does not want the title of a convicted felon on his record. Yeah, and now it's in the news, and now we're on the world stage as having a leader who is a convicted felon. Mm-hmm. That's how we look to other countries, that we have a leader like that.
That don't take no crap.
Yeah, they might respect him more.
Yeah,
they might. Yeah. They might. Yeah, they might. Yeah. So it is. Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. Hey.
You know what? I'm impressed with his son.
Which one?
His son, Trump's son.
He's got
the young
two.
one.
Donald.
Young one.
Oh, Barron?
Yeah.
Barron.
I'm impressed with him, man. I mean, he's got style. He don't show he don't tell you what he's thinking.
Well, no.
And I mean, and he's got sense. He's got sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody says he's not intelligent.
Oh, he's intelligent.
He's a very
kid.
Intelligent young man.
Yeah. I like my suitcase.
Well, that was when he was little. I don't even think he has that accent anymore.
No, he doesn't. I've heard him speak.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with him, really. I mean, he looks to me like the only one that's got any sense in that whole family. Yeah. Really. I would vote for him for president. I mean, he's got sense.
No, he's Damien.
He's not Damien.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Love you, Damien.
Besides
I'm gonna get canceled.
Besides that lady that hung herself in his mansion,
Oh, come on, just laugh. It's funny.
The dog he's got is something else. That Rottweiler has something.
See, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I did like to see? Did you see the video from Jimmy Carter's funeral? when Trump and Obama were sitting
yes,
oh my gosh,
laughing.
Obama's laughing.
I thought that was such a cool, just pure moment.
Yeah,
it just makes you think. Yeah, they're all really into this together.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my turn. Later on, it's gonna be yours.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Bush coming up and patting Obama on the stomach.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just all cool. I mean, that was a cool moment.
And you know what was funny?
Business, not personal.
Yeah,
was the people were posting a video. Kamala was sat in front of them, and she was like looking back every time they talked to each other.
Yeah.
Did you see the one time where they were at somewhere and Obama was sitting and his wife's right next to him, and there was some ugly fat chick that was from some kind of, it was a politician.
Yeah.
That was talking to Obama and just keeps talking, and she gets up. Sat right between them.
Michelle
did.
Yeah.
Would have stopped it. And Obama looked whooped. He just
sat there like, But I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but like Obama is like the coolest one out of all of them. I'm sorry. He is like the coolest president.
Yeah, just as a person. He
seems cool. He seems really cool.
Yeah.
Laid back. And he'll just talk to anybody. He's just like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Him and Bush is so funny because you would never expect Obama and Bush to be like.
Yeah, they're like
best friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's really cool with Michelle too.
Yeah.
He's probably like, damn, where's Michelle at?
Yeah. That's the only reason why I'm showed up.
Yeah, he probably missed Michelle. She was like, I'm not coming. I'm staying in Hawaii. Just like, but they were like, it was scheduling. So yeah.
Have you noticed though about these fires again? You got these fires in California. Before that, it was Hawaii had the big fire.
Oh yeah.
They did. Yes.
Well, from the volcano.
Yeah, they did. But
and they had what's her name and The Rock on there.
Yeah.
Trying to
Oprah? Was it Oprah?
Yeah.
Had these billionaires on there going, you need to give money to the needy.
I don't need to give money for nothing.
Like, well, write them a check, girl. You're over there already.
Yeah, it's like you have money that could probably.
Yeah, her and The Rock.
Yeah, like Oprah and Warren Buffett could take care of all of the poor people in this country.
Yeah. I read that they bought a bunch of that land.
Gosh.
Oprah and them bought a bunch of land over there that was,
Yeah.
But I don't
know.
I want you to think about like how the weather is changing. Like look at the weather in California and the weather and even in Georgia and Atlanta. Like it's one side of the country is on fire. The other side is freezing.
We had frost.
It's crazy. It's nuts.
And the times are coming. We had frost. We couldn't see out of our windshield this morning. I thought we were going to be late for church.
I was like, it's cold out here.
She goes, why didn't you come out here and do this?
Instead of following me around, making sure I got out of the house, I was like, you could have came out here and warmed up this car.
I was too busy following
for
you
your
around,
wife.
keeping you going.
Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever.
You gotta wake her up. Okay, it's 5 minutes since the last time you said you were gonna get up.
Okay, whatever. But I don't know. Are there still fires raging? Or
Yes.
I
think there are. I don't
Still
think
going.
They don't have anything. They have most of them contained though, don't they? Like in the
They got. It's like.
in the Palisades. The Palisades is burned up.
It's like the Oregon Trail. You got the city. It's got the covered wagons all the way around it.
It's
and you
nuts.
got the fire all around it like Indians.
Yeah, there's still some fires. Some wildfire areas reopened to residents, but most remain unsafe. That was from 25 minutes ago. So
What gets me is the looters out there. What's there to loot?
everything's burnt up. Well,
Everything's burnt up.
yeah, everything's burnt up. But
Yeah.
you do see some. It's so crazy to see, like, you'll see like this whole neighborhood burnt down, but then there's some houses still standing because they're like stone or brick or whatever. It's like all those other houses were like made of cardboard.
Yeah.
You know? They all just burnt up.
Cheap.
Yeah.
And the looters, remember that one of the looters down in Joplin, Missouri? They caught them 2 looters, and they put down stealing on their, had them naked and handcuffed to the
Oh my
tree.
gosh.
Had them handcuffed, waiting for the cops to come get them. And left them there. They left them there. They didn't care if they died or not.
Yeah, but that's just gonna happen anytime there's any kind of disaster or chaos.
You got the vultures.
People are gonna take advantage.
Yeah, they will.
Every single time. You know.
Yeah, they will. You know, And it's just, but it's sad. It's unfortunate because there are people that are losing their lives out there in California.
16 of them.
Yeah, 16 people have died so far, I think.
That seems low to me.
And I mean, it's
a lot of people probably evacuated.
Yeah,
they let them know.
Yes,
yeah.
They had evacuation orders even before those fires got. They have to. They have a warning system. But it's just, but the bottom line is like the blame always falls on who's ever in charge, the governor, the mayors, and it's just, I could never do that job. That's so hard because no matter what response, and even a non-response is a response, right? So it's, you're not going to win either way. Even if you're trying to do everything you can, I think sometimes people's emotions get to them, which is understandable because they've just lost everything. But you also have to recognize that these people that are in charge are waiting for assistance from people above them.
Yeah.
That has to be approved. And then it has to be dispersed among, California is a huge state, and it's just, it takes time to get a lot of assistance out there. Now, I don't know anything about why there wasn't water in what I found interesting is there was a news report and there was a guy in Malibu and he was reporting like there was no water in the water hydrants, and then behind him it's a water hydrant linking water.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they talking about?
Fake news. It's fake news.
I was like, there's water leaking from a hydrant.
Yeah.
So there's water in there, but I don't know. But they were saying like there in the Pacific Palisades, there was no water in the hydrant. And then this lady was going off on Governor Newsom that why is there no water in the hydrants? And
he does have too much gel in his hair.
Oh my gosh.
You know what's crazy though is that like in Southern California, a lot of people before this all happened all got their home insurance policies canceled
for fire insurance.
Yeah, which is crazy. I think they done the same thing like in Florida with like hurricane insurance or whatever.
You can't blame them.
It's very expensive.
You know it's going to happen sooner or later. You know it's going to happen. And what's it going to do? If you go ahead and insure them for it, there's all that money. You know who pays for that? We do. Look at that car insurance we pay for out here. These people are crazy the way they drive.
Yeah.
Wrecks all the time.
Yeah. That's why insurance rates are high.
Cars cost $10,000 to fix them. Things break down on them things now if they wreck.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It's expensive, but then when they did that, I read just the other day that when the insurance companies did that the government, that the state government offered them a backup insurance for fire insurance that they could opt into if they wanted to.
For just the rich people?
No, I think for anybody who had. I think it.
So why don't the state of Florida do that for
Because I don't know, because we have because California has a Democratic governor and we have a Republican one. That's the difference.
Yeah, look what's gone wrong down there in California.
Hey. And they know, people who live in that state know that they have wildfires. They just do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they were complaining, well, they've cut the budget by this much money and this and that. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know why they cut the budget to the fire department by so much money. I don't know. Government's corrupt. What do you want? People, this is what kills me about people. Sometimes it's like, the government is corrupt.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you ask those questions? Why do you think that they cut the budget certain places?
Everyone doesn't know or think that. There's a lot of people that still trust the government, especially older people that are still watching legacy media, still watching the regular news.
Anybody?
I
don't trust the
Fox News. Fair and balanced. Yeah.
I don't trust the government. I don't trust anything they do.
Especially a place like L.A. that's very, liberal.
Yeah. Well, I don't say I'm like far left liberal, but I I'm liberal, but not, but it's just like, I don't even trust everything they say or do. That's just common sense that that the government is corrupt. You can see proof of it. Think about it. If they've cut $17 million from the fire department budget or whatever, why would they do that? Because this is a state that you live in where there's always fires.
Yeah.
And you're paying taxes.
And you're paying taxes, high taxes out there. So where's my money going?
Somebody's pocket.
Exactly. Somebody's pocketing that money.
That's why they're moving out.
Yes, that's why a lot of celebrities and a lot of people are moving out of California.
Coming to Florida, though.
Yeah. Or New York or wherever they're going.
Yeah. California has spent, I think in the last year, they spent like a crazy amount of money, like millions and millions of dollars on like the homeless problem.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And look how many homeless people, like what are they? They're not fixing anything.
No, they're not. They take the money and pocket it. It's plain and simple.
Oh,
they're not spending it anywhere else. They're putting it in their pocket.
When I was in L.A., I went to Shantytown, and it's a whole different world there. A whole different world. That's where all the homeless live and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole different world. But they have doctors there. They get haircuts, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Showers.
Try to take care of their own the best they can, Yeah. But it's just, But
they got a section of the, where they keep them all. Mm-hmm. And it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're going to be homeless, it better be in L.A. before you get to...
Yeah,
LA
or San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco.
I don't know how they do it in St. Louis and everywhere, man.
I don't either.
I don't know how they live.
I don't either. It's not even good being homeless out here. You can't get nothing.
But some people like being homeless. A lot of them do.
Yeah,
they choose. Yeah, unfortunately, they choose it.
You get free food. I don't know.
It's that lifestyle. I don't know. I don't know. It's sad for a lot of people because they don't choose that lifestyle and they don't know how to adjust to it. And it's difficult. I wouldn't want to be in that situation. I'm always grateful every single day.
Yeah.
That we wake up with the roof over our head. And
how much money as we spent on war and this stadium we're going to have and everything they could have.
You know what's crazy is
I think something for homeless.
I think this happened. I think it was 2024. It might have been 2023. But Xi Jinping, the president of China, went to visit San Francisco, and apparently they cleaned it all up.
Yeah,
just for him so that he can see like how nice it is or whatever. It's like you could have done that this whole time. Because apparently there's shit everywhere in San Francisco, like everywhere. There's like an app where you can track like the human feces.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And apparently they just cleaned it all up, put the homeless people somewhere.
Yeah.
All just for Xi Jinping. But they could have done that the whole time.
Yeah. And after he leaves, okay, go back to where it was.
Yeah.
So
in LA, everybody hangs around MacArthur Park.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're going to do a movie, and they usually use MacArthur Park because it's the cheapest place to throw a movie at, a little chase scene or something.
Yeah.
They rush them all out of there, make them leave for a while, then they let them back in, and,
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah. So they can do it, they just don't want to.
Obviously not.
They don't want to spend the resources to do that. So, like, if you're going to cut the...
Yeah.
So if you're going to cut the budget for something, use it for something useful. And then don't take that much money, you know what I'm saying? But, you're not using it for anything that's helping human beings.
Yeah.
I heard something was to help a fish, but what does the fish do to help the human race? Yeah. It's like, what is wrong? What y'all's priorities are up y'all's booty? I don't understand what is going on.
There's so many homeless.
But gosh, man,
just imagine if
understand people.
Just imagine if all those billions and billions of dollars they've sent to other countries. Just imagine if they use that here.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh!
To help inner cities and the ghettos and the homeless people, like
how much it would help them. But you know what they do? Even if they kept that money here and we weren't sending any more money to other countries, they would help the rich before they help the poor.
yeah,
it wouldn't even go. That's the problem. Is like it wouldn't even go to help anybody that was poor. Well, because people are so greedy now. They don't care. Yeah. The rich are greedy. They do not care. They have got all of this money and don't know what to do with it, but just to have it.
A lot of homeless.
They don't.
Or, they're screwed up in the head. You got the veterans, that's got PTSD and all that. You got, people that's, they don't have a job because they can't hold a job because, they got things going on in their head. They're a little schizo.
Right.
Or they need therapy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying give them money. I'm saying take care of them.
But you know what? But
therapy and everything. I mean, as much money as they blow, why can't, if you want to be homeless, okay, be homeless.
Mm-hmm.
But, if you can't hold a job and you got a mental problem and it's not from drugs or anything, you take drugs to help the problem that you think you're doing, but it's not.
Yeah.
You just want to escape that craziness and then just give them,
Yeah,
some hospitalization. I mean, just take care of them, help them, just show kindness, show empathy, just do something for them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that would take their time and, help them.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to them. There's a lot of therapy, a lot of counselors that would do that. Tax deductible, too.
Yeah, they would.
Give their time for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some people, they don't. I feel sorry for them. I'm so glad that I'm not homeless. I'm so glad that, and I could be, and we could be overnight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wait a minute, I feel sorry for the ones that screwed up in the head that needs help. But they got this idea like, oh, if you're screwed up in the head, you're just below us. It's like having a bunch. It's like in the old days when they had all the Indians putting them on reservations and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hardly gave them anything, just start. They're the Indians of the 20th century.
Yeah, they are. But I think that they need to put more money into the VA, though.
Oh, yeah.
The Veterans Administration, absolutely. Like, there's so many people that I've come across that, veterans that they're receiving services and they won't go anywhere else outside of that because they're getting all of their help through them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the services are subpar.
Yeah.
And there's certain restrictions and maybe there's not enough money to go around or whatever it is, but they're getting mental health services, but they're not helping. Yeah. And I knew a guy that worked for the VA and he would talk, and he was a therapist with the VA, and it was just, it needs an overhaul. I'll put it that way. It's just it's not serving the veterans like it should. Then that's why you do see homeless veterans that have a lot of mental health issues.
Yeah. And
they're still seeking help elsewhere. Because if it was working, they wouldn't be coming to other places for mental health therapy.
Yeah, and if it was working, they wouldn't all be committing suicide.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, just think about how bewildered you are. You're sitting there in the woods, it's snowing.
Yeah.
You're seeing things at nighttime. You hate to go to sleep because that's when it all starts,
Yeah.
I mean, good grief, the things I've pulled, I dream that stuff. I wake up like, oh my gosh. And then I wake up and I realize, oh, I'm here. There's my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a good feeling to know and go back to sleep. Yeah. But everybody's got,
yeah.
I mean, I pulled some crap.
Yeah.
I mean, you got ghosts in there. There's ghosts in them dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they have them a lot. They do. And I've heard, stories. It's
the more I vape, the more I have them dreams. So
you need to stop vaping.
I wake up. Up at night, from that dream, then I suck on that vape.
Both of y'all need to stop vaping.
I'm dreaming stuff again.
Both of y'all.
It's that nicotine.
Yeah, it makes your dreams crazier.
Oh, yeah. It does. That nicotine does.
Then why are you doing it?
Well, I don't really have. I mean, I
admitted it.
I like crazy dreams.
No, you don't.
I don't have bad dreams.
You got a vape in your hand right now. He got his vape over here.
Right. I feel like I need to take a vape.
Y'all cannot even sit in here for an hour and a half and do this podcast and not vape.
I could sit in church and not vape.
I could.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to challenge you to do that next week. Okay. Not that you cannot even have the vape in here for the next podcast episode.
Okay, I will not have the vape. I won't have the vape.
Okay, and you can't point your finger at us no more.
Okay.
Every time you point your finger at me, she pointed at you. Okay.
I point at people. I just. Yeah,
it's a pretty point. I mean, it's just a pretty finger point the way you do it.
Stop it right now.
Now.
So I'll point at y'all right now.
I said I wouldn't talk to this one, and I did. I'm sorry.
He was like, I'm going to show you how adult I can be on this podcast.
I apologize. I'm not an adult. I'm a 68-year-old kid. I can see that right now.
He's just voicing his opinion. It's okay.
I'm just happy to be here with you guys. That's all.
I'm grateful.
I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful with you. I'm grateful for this family. My gosh, the love I have here.
I have to pull
my
your
gut.
shirt.
I got to pull my shirt down. You just.
It's watching. It's just a stun.
I keep crossing my legs because my veins or something keep hurting, man. You know, I'm like a rotisserie chicken. You know, it's like. But I'm grateful with my problems I have with my health and stuff. I'm grateful. I just sit back. I got a nice, boring, simple life, and I love it. And there was a time I thought, there's no way you could be that way. Got to be high, hop on that bike and take off, you know. How can you just sit there and watch? And I can do that now and be happy.
He doesn't watch anything I watch. I started watching a movie last night. He was like, oh, well, I'm going to go to bed. I was like, bye.
You know what? That was the best thing I did, too, because usually when I wake up for go to church, I'm hurting all the time. I wake up hurting.
You went to bed at 7:30 last night.
I went to bed at 7:30. I didn't need to. I wasn't tired, but I laid down, and I didn't. I woke up early today, and I was able, after a couple hours, I was okay. I was ready to go to church. I took a shower. I'm ready to go.
He woke me up. He was like, Shantae, he's like, you got to get up. I was like, let me sleep till 7:45.
Usually I missed church because I'd sleep, till 7:30.
It's like, I'm so tired.
6 hours sleep. But it ain't the tiredness. It's my blood pressure's sky high when I wake up.
Yeah. We made it
I take a pill.
Time today.
Drink a cup of coffee. I'm all right.
We made it on time for our Bible study class, which was a great class. And then we made it on time for the sermon today. So it was a great day. You know, so I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I we prayed for the people out in California today in church and everything, and just because there are people out there that don't have money, that aren't celebrities and that aren't rich. Yeah. And I wish that they would tell more of their story, those people, and interview them, because there's people that lost businesses that were self-employed that didn't have money. That's all that they had, and it's gone. And they are gonna have to rebuild their lives, but they're all grateful to just, and I have heard from people that they have interviewed that are just grateful to have their family.
Oh yeah.
Other things can be replaced. I mean, you can get a new Social Security card, birth certificate. I mean, you can get those things as long as you have an ID. But I mean, those are things that can be replaced. There's, of course, photographs. Old photographs, things like that can't be, that were burnt up by the fire. But as long as you still have your family members, you can make new memories. And I mean, so there's.
You want out?
There's always something. Here, you're gonna have to. No, she's gonna want you to take her out. No, she's gonna want back in. Yeah, but then she's gonna be. Yeah, she wants to go do something. So. We got theatrics going on here.
I do that. You get it, no matter what, when I get in the car, you do it in twice now. You go, and then you sit down and go,
He had to let the dog out. He's all up in the camera. It's all good.
Sorry,
it's all good. Just leave it
cut
all in.
out. I mean, the dog's sitting there looking at me.
You can leave it all in because I was talking. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't ignoring you.
It's fine. That's just how we are. It's fine.
Okay.
Well, Tristan will edit it, whatever he needs to do. It's going to be hard to edit,
This will be the last time I'll be in here this time. It's like, God, he's getting worse.
But, people, we're saying that they were grateful. So,
yeah,
they still have their life. That's all I can say. A lot of them do. You know, unfortunately, there were people who died
Yeah.
in the fires. But yeah, they're we'll just keep praying for them out there, and hopefully they can contain them soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's sad. It is to me apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's horrific.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. So I don't want to be preachy, but
we've been blessed. Yeah. I mean, we've been blessed. We had them hurricanes, and it didn't hit us.
Yeah, Jacksonville's in that one little pocket where nothing hits us
except rain.
Rain, yes.
Yeah, it's like, I don't mind. I like seeing the rain.
But no major hurricane. I did want to get a freaking generator, but I am sitting between two cheap people who don't want to spend any money.
What kind of generator?
We just need a generator that can power something. No,
yeah, something like if you wanted something that could power all or most.
I don't need it on most of the house. We just need it for something that could generate the refrigerator, the kitchen area.
If you can't get a Temu, you ain't gonna get one.
Yeah, get one off Temu. I'm sure they have some.
No, we need to see. This is what I deal with all the time, and this is why we're like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? We don't have ice. We can't. Oh my gosh, I can't eat
my Vienna sausages are out of date. What are we gonna eat?
Nobody listens to me.
Well, we always tell you're right when it happens.
I know, exactly. Oh, we should have listened to Mom. I know, but here we are.
Oh, we don't say that. We just say you're right. So you'll.
No, well, I'll tell y'all what. Whenever tell y'all what. If it ever happens again and we're out of power, I'm be like, you know what? I have money saved up. I'm going to a hotel where I have Wi-Fi and I can continue to work. I don't know what y'all gonna do. And I'll leave y'all here, and then y'all go do what you got to do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, because nobody wants to pay for a generator.
And when the electric kicks on, we ain't going to tell you because it'll be nice and quiet.
It'll be nice and quiet for me because I'll be in my hotel room.
And I'll miss your cooking and I'll let you know.
Yeah. No, it's all right. Mom would call me.
Yeah.
She called. Somebody stole my eggs.
Come get your husband.
Come get your husband. I know he's getting my eggs.
Yeah. So do you have any final thoughts on the fire, Tristan?
I just hope that they can build back better soon.
Mm-hmm. I hope so too. I'm sure that I hope that they'll rebuild. I don't know. It just looked like a bomb went off and hit it. Like all of the
Hiroshima and Nagasaki is what it looks like.
It's so crazy. Yeah,
it is.
It just looks like it's just desolate.
Yeah,
one big ashtray, man. It's one big ashtray.
It's like that is not what that is. But I mean, when I saw the pictures, I was like, wow, that's crazy. When you see the before and then the after.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Cars.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were junk cars, though.
No, I don't think so.
Leave it. We ain't got insurance for it. Let's leave it.
No. Mm-mm. Those were not junk cars, believe me. No, they were not expecting anything like that. No.
Yeah.
They weren't expecting anything.
It hasn't happened in 45 years. I can see why they wouldn't,
Yeah, they wouldn't. They weren't expecting.
You've been fired in 45 years. I ain't gonna worry about it.
But they were not expecting it to just. And then the Santa Ana winds coming in like that. I mean, it's just.
And that thing does. It's Santa Ana winds come in. You can feel it in the streets and everything. Yeah. It's just blowing hard, stinging you with grit and stuff. You don't even want to get out in it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really do about it.
No, they're not.
You can try to put them out as best as you can, but it's just gonna burn through no matter what.
No matter what, and then there's just pop-up fires from the winds. It'll spark somewhere else, and they just pop up, and it was in Brentwood and all kind. I mean, it's just hidden like all of these areas where you're like, oh my gosh.
All the residential. It's like, why didn't it get L.A.? They've been evacuated. They could have burnt up all that crap, Hollywood and everything. Start over. Be kind of nice. Look on the bright side.
I mean, Hollywood is evil. It is.
Yeah.
You don't think Hollywood is evil?
I didn't say that.
You laughed. You're like...
They like to party, and you just got to tell them no.
Yeah, there's some. I don't say everybody in Hollywood is evil, but there's some evil stuff that be going on. You know, there's some debauchery that be happening out there that's not okay. So
no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I think about it, who's the girl that was always on Nickelodeon that was really famous?
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah, like they messed that girl up.
They messed a lot of people up.
Yeah, like that girl's like she was. Yeah, they used and abused her. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Who's the one that played Dorothy on Wizard of Oz? What was her name?
Judy Garland.
Yeah, they really messed her up.
Yeah.
They had her on amphetamines and everything so she wouldn't get to weight gain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's been going on for
Shirley
a long
Temple,
time.
they'd lock her up in the closet if she got bad down there.
Mm-hmm. So aren't you glad
12 hours a day.
that I didn't? So it was not meant for you to be famous, like that kind of famous. Remember when I told you I had you in modeling when you were a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little. It was not meant because you have such a wonderful soul.
I guess. I don't know.
Tristan's like, Tristan still holds resentment towards me. He still holds resentment towards me because I did.
I still think he should have went into professional wrestling.
Yeah. Tristan still holds resentment towards me.
Water.
Well, I could have.
It's all right.
But something could still happen with it. You never know. But I'm just saying, like, there's still people who like. I think there are good people out there, but man, I think it's almost kind of like a sign that there's a lot of arrogance and pride, and those are all things God don't like. And sometimes God has to take a swipe of his finger and get rid of things, to build up new. That's my preaching for today. So, I'm just saying.
I don't think it had nothing to do with global warming.
No, but we're one of those Christians that believe in God and that things come to pass.
There are signs of
and there's a lot of that on TikTok too, that people are saying, man, this is not, because it's nothing that anybody has seen, and everybody tries to explain away things, and they try to find a source for it, and nobody goes, man, I just think that's God. Nobody ever says that.
Wow, can you imagine if that fire got to them tar pits, how it'd burn?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that would have been horrible.
That would be hilarious.
Man, I don't know.
That would be something.
It's going to continue, but I'm just watching it unfold and praying for the people that, I'm praying for everybody there, and that, but I'm praying, that I always pray that people see the error of their ways and that they grow in their faith or turn to faith because they need to.
Mm-hmm.
And
I feel bad for them.
I do feel bad for them too.
And all of them, even the movie stars, their homes are burnt.
They're gone.
That's where they used to live, and now it's gone.
Yes.
And they got other places they can live and everything. And Biden's giving them money, but you know what? Biden could have, done that for the people out here too.
Yeah.
And he didn't do it. So, there's kind of a little bit of, so I have a little bit of animosity about it. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I feel guilty for feeling that a little bit that way. I'm not all for like, oh yeah, you got yours,
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're playing just politics with that too.
Yeah, they're playing politics.
I don't think it's because I think he did send aid and money to those other hurricane ravaged places. It wasn't that they didn't send money there. It was just that they
took their time about it.
They took their, like, the FEMA it was a whole thing with FEMA and like how was funding blocked and all that. It was just a whole mess.
And they were wanting their money now. They were wanting their money now. They thought it should have been there that day, and it didn't.
Yeah.
I can understand. It's like I'm thankful and blessed that it didn't happen to us.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
That might sound selfish, but I'm thinking.
I don't think so. I don't think it's selfish at all.
I think I'm just thankful we didn't have to go through something like that.
Yeah. I'm grateful we don't have to go through anything like that right now. I'm grateful that we're not displaced from our home right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know,
but we leave it up to God.
Yeah, I mean,
I
have
sit and worry about that stuff.
Not worried about it.
You know.
We have lived through things where we didn't know how things were going to turn out, and it's like living in the unknown, right? Like, I didn't know how it was going to be whenever we moved out here, but God took care of that. You know, we just didn't know. We didn't know anything.
Losing that job in Arcadia.
Yeah.
Springfield, yeah.
And Johnny,
it all worked out.
And yeah, he lost that job just like that. And it's like, well, what the heck? You know, and
go to Springfield, had 21 job interviews. My gosh, man.
Yeah.
That was the roughest 21 job interviews.
Yeah. And so our life started over, but there's always, and any time there's an end to something, there's always something new coming around the corner. Yeah. So, you know, for anybody, you know, that's kind of feeling like, oh my gosh, that's an end of something. Well, there's a reason there's an end for something. As painful as it is, it's personal growth. Mm-hmm. And people, I mean, you live somewhere for a long time. It's sad you've lost it. And I'm sorry that people lose that, but, you know, there's something else better.
On it, though, God had control of all of it.
Yeah. See, I told you she was going to be
barking. Dog's barking at me now.
See, you hear her out? I told you she didn't want to be out.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Well, let's wrap this up. Well, I you know, all we could do is...
Sorry I talk so much.
No, Drika is barking. She's mad.
Yeah, she's mad.
Yeah. But all we can do is hope that it works out for everybody there.
Oh, yeah. I hope so.
So...
Yeah. I'm very... I appreciate you bringing up this topic today, Tristan. We probably were all over the place. And
yeah, that's my fault.
Back and forth and...
That's my fault.
I don't even know what was happening today.
I need to increase my meditation.
It's not your fault. We were just all over the place talking today. Sometimes it happens that way. It's okay.
Yeah.
I've had groups like that before.
What seems to happen every time I'm in here? I was going to be so good this time.
So next week, we are going to have Miss Wanda on. She did say that she was going to be a part of the podcast next week, and she wants us to lighten it up a little bit. So we're going to try to do something more uplifting, have a more uplifting topic. I'm not quite sure what that's going to be yet.
Right now.
So yeah, she needs something more uplifting and fun to talk about. So we'll come up with maybe we'll do some trivia, a segment with trivia, and then do something about happiness next week. So
yeah,
that's a good topic. So maybe we'll do something about happiness this next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got eggs, right?
Stop it.
This has been episode 39 of the Tay and Tristan Hour.
Yeah, she'll be here for our 40th episode. So that would be amazing.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye, Mom.
Thank you for watching the Tay and Tristan Hour. You can find full episodes of our podcast on YouTube, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. We are also on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at the Tay and Tristan Hour. We also have our website at tayandtristan.com, and you can visit our online shop, TATH Styles, at mytayandtristan.shop. So once again, thank you for listening to the Tay and Tristan Hour.